everybody, hope everybody is doing well. So this reading is going to be about Kaylee Goncalves. The reason specifically is because I believe she has a message for her ex, Jack Decor. So if you don't know who Kaylee Goncalves is, I don't know how you don't know. Honestly, it's been all over the news and YouTube. But she was killed in 2022 on November 13th, along with 3 of her roommates, Xana Granodal, Ethan Chapin, and Madison Morgan, in Moscow, Idaho, just off campus of the University of Idaho. They currently have Brian Koberger in custody, who I do not believe committed the crime, from what I've learned recently. But I kind of knew all along. But anyhow, Brian Koberger, he's on trial for the murders. He goes to trial, I believe it's in the summer of 2025. So, what is occurring that night is that all 4 individuals in that house were snitching, documenting the people around them that were breaking the law. I believe related to drugs. So they had been found out, and the killings were retribution because not only were they documenting, but they were going to testify. Law enforcement knows who the people are that committed this murder, but they do not have evidence to proceed. Not only that, the people who were being documented, you cannot have a case if there are no witnesses. So what was happening that night was the elimination of witnesses. So how does Kaylee factor in? Kaylee, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but let's just say she was not considered one of the rats, so to speak. But she did know what was happening. As we know, she left the campus. I believe it was because of this issue, but she went back. So that put her loyalty into question. So that night, she was given the opportunity to make a choice. Choose them or choose us. She considered Madison to be like her sister. So what was being asked of her was to kill, to participate in the killing of her very own sister. I would like to say this. Kaylee Goncalves was a kind, caring human being and did not deserve what happened to her. So she said, no, I'm not doing it. So basically the decision was made that she needed to be eliminated as well, and she was. I do not believe that she was tortured in the manner that the others were. We'll leave it at that. And so how does it, so Jack. I get messages when I'm like half awake, half asleep. I heard really loud one day, Jack did it. So I've already done a video on that issue. We already know that he was there. But digging around. Figured out that Jack is the one that outed them. At the time of the murders, Kaylee wasn't sure how the information got leaked. But yeah, her participation. There's something about her participation. I don't know if she had decided that she was going to become a witness, but anyhow, doesn't matter. The information got leaked, and she didn't really know how that was, but now that she has crossed over, she knows it was Jack. So she wants to say to him, I know it was you. And it's unforgivable. I also think that that night it was not believed that Kaylee was going to choose her friends. I think the people that did this, which are several different organizations, people, thought that she was going to choose to keep herself alive, but she didn't. So that's that. Well, I don't really need to pull cards, but we'll pull cards. She wants to know, tell Jack, I know you did this, it's unforgivable. Material harvest, that is the reason for the murders. This is the Nine of Pentacles in regular tarot. Money. It's not personal, it's just business. Alright. I feel horrible for her. I really do. So we'll shuffle and we will get started. Sorry guys, I don't know, the audio might be messed up because it's like a constant tremble, but I think it's the air conditioner that's making that noise, and there's honestly nothing really I can do about it. Another thing is, like, Kaylee wanted to do the right thing and did not necessarily feel that the people that were going to be arrested did, like, she did not feel compassion for them. The waiting game in reverse from Foundation. Yeah, it's like she had to make a choice between it's either them or us. She chose them because she did not feel like it was necessary for them to die for someone else's wrongdoing. The wait or stand your ground story, which is the Seven of Wands, and the waiting game, which is the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like you have to make a choice in this moment. celebration and achievements, 4 of Wands, positive movement forward, so that what has been built could continue to move forward in a positive way. I feel like there's like, I think Brian Kohlberger is the link. I believe that he is more entrenched in law enforcement than we think. Conflict and defeat, 5 of Swords. Universe is the World card. Yeah. To put an end to the conflict. I'm really not going to spend the usual amount of time on this because I said what I wanted to say. I believe that I'm not mad because like what needed to come out was for Kaylee's sake, and she deserves, like, ever since I figured it out, I've just been horrified. Like, it's even worse than what, yeah, I'm not gonna go into it, but it's even worse than her loving ex-boyfriend ratting her out and potentially getting her killed. Sacrifice. Which is the Hanged Man. Stand your ground. Yeah, this was like, which is a 7 of Wands. Kaylee was like, no. I choose to go. I will not participate in my friend's murder. Authority, which is the Emperor. Third eye chakra. Triumphant success, Ace of Swords. Authority. Let's just say there were several individuals that would be considered authoritative figures involved in this, what happened. I'm just going to leave it at that. Mental conflict, 2 of Swords, not knowing what to do, because I don't, like, it's like, I can't really say. Okay, yeah, it's like not knowing really what to do about this situation, because I don't think it was believed that Kaylee was going to choose the route that she took. New beginnings, which is the Fool card. Yeah. Not believing that she was going to choose this route and seeing what a new normal would be like. Suffering. in silence. Nine of Swords. Jack did this because, allegedly, because he was jealous, because Kaylee was rejecting him, so he did it out of anger. And then went back and watched it happen. Obstacles and challenges, 5 of Wands. I would just like to say that the person that did this is a coward in comparison to Kaylee. This person did this out of self-preservation. While Kaylee stood for what was right. She's like a hero, I would say, in my book. It's not easy to choose death when that's the, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to right and wrong, knowing that death is going to be the end, like, or death is the option. She was brave. Memories of hope. Oh, goodness. 6 of Cups. Seeing what new normal looks like while thinking about the past. Partnerships and alliances. 3 of Cups. It was like, this is not just a single person that did this crime. This is like several people were gonna get exposed. So it's kind of like mob mentality. It's basically going along with the group in order to save your very own life. So, in order to satisfy the group and not be overcome by the mob yourself, this was the decision. Financial and material changes. This person thought they were going to maintain their business, but they are going to suffer financial loss. So what they did, it's not even going to end up being worth it in the end. I would say, like, these people are being monitored heavily. So whatever they were doing before in terms of money, that is not the case any longer. Yeah. It's like, people are not, if you're in doing a legal business, okay, if you have a large amount of like heat on you, people are not going to interact with you. It's just common sense, right? No one is desiring to go to jail. 8 of Pentacles. This, like, I love you, but I gotta keep my money situation tight. I gotta keep the pentacles rolling. hate to say this, but there's someone involved in this murder that people would be surprised to know. Rejoice and celebration, which is the Three of Cups. I feel like, yeah, sorry, I said this, I think I said that this was the Three of Cups. This is the Three of Pentacles. It's basically just symbolizes working together, coming up with this idea because we want to maintain our business. Yeah, it's like you have so much heat now, we can't even deal with you. Emotional withdrawal, which is the Eight of Cups. Walking away from our relationship with Kaylee in order to maintain our money. Eight of Swords, trapped in fear. Patience, which is temperance. Getting along with the group was more important than Kaylee. This act was to calm the mob, basically. To say, look, I'm on your side. Look what I'm willing to do to show you that I'm with you. And that's what was being asked from Kaylee, and she said no. Accelerated motion, and also Kaylee was the type of person that was gonna try and do what's right. So when the law enforcement came to her and said, look, yada yada yada, she's gonna tell the truth. Happened fast. She didn't suffer. People would like you to think that she did, but she did not. She just kind of went to sleep first, and then injuries were inflicted after that. Spiritual strength. That's my death card. Nine of Wands. These people are, that were involved with this thing with Kaylee did not want to die themselves. So basically, I'm just going to end it here. I'm not going to go too much into it. All that really, I feel like her or her spirit, guides or whatever, want to let Jack know that she knows what he did. She will never forgive him for it. And there are others that she will also never forgive, or that she has anger towards. For putting her in that situation, because it wasn't necessary. But because of their own need to continue making money, they decided that that was more valuable than her life. So I just want to say that Kaylee Goncalves, wonderful, beautiful, and did not deserve what happened to her that night. Straight up, point blank. So I'm gonna end it here. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Bye.